The video was filmed by a passenger on a flight. Everything seemed normal, then suddenly the plane shook violently, causing the passengers to scream in horror. The story behind this video is going to be revealed right now. What's your biggest fear on a plane? Bad weather? Mean passengers? Engines breaking down? Airplane crash? Terrorism? My name is Sarah. I worked as a flight attendant, and I want to tell you about my fear, which came from a haunting experience that I will never forget. I still remember clearly. It was Flight 2920 from Vancouver, Canada to Washington, D.C. At this time, the cabin crew and I had finished guiding passengers with the flight safety demonstration and started moving to the designated vacancy. I noticed a passenger who was very nervous, shaking so much that her arms were clutching the chair. So I went to help her. Her name was Julia.
This plane is crashing. We're going to die. Ma'am, please calm down. The weather is fine today. The plane's not crashing. We'll land safely in Washington, D.C. as scheduled.
I had to quickly stop her before she sent the whole plane into chaos. Julia didn't pay any attention to what I said and kept looking out the window fearfully. There were no signs of dark clouds outside, and the weather forecast also said there would be no storms. So I suspected that the girl had aerophobia, which explained why she was so worried. After returning to the designated jump seat, I sat still there. The cabin lights were off and the passengers were sleeping. I wasn't on duty, but still kept my concentration high. I was startled, reflexively gripping the chair arm. In the aircraft cabin, people started to panic.
Good evening. This is your captain speaking.
According to the captain, the plane had just experienced a slight shake, but it was not dangerous. The chief flight attendant reminded us to go check the passengers. Some of them were easy to deal with, but some were more difficult. They kept complaining, and it took us a while to settle them down. When I walked over to Julia, she immediately grabbed my arm.
Are we falling? We are not falling. Don't worry.
As soon as he finished speaking, the plane suddenly tilted, causing everyone to lean forward. I couldn't keep my balance and almost fell too. At this point, I panicked but still pretended to be professional. The plane shook more violently, everything wobbled and tilted. The plane looked like it was about to fall.
Hey, what's happening? The plane is falling! Ah!
In the cabin, chaos began with cries and screams.
What's going on? Are we gonna die? I don't want to die!
You lied! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! Ma'am, please stop panicking.
My confusion could no longer be concealed. I could no longer look professional while everything was in chaos and the plane was shaking. I tried to push Julia's hand away, but she held me so tight.
Ma'am, please let go of me.
Everything in front of my eyes turned chaotic, whirling, then all black. I didn't realize what was happening until the chief flight attendant lifted me up. The pain spreading through my body made me unable to stand upright. I couldn't even breathe normally. The tremors eventually passed. Everything was finally stable. I was hit by a cart, so I was taken to the galley for quick treatment. After resting for a bit and getting better, I immediately asked the chief flight attendant what happened.
Nothing happened. We're totally fine.
Then she quickly left the room. I had a strange feeling about this. From Evelyn's attitude, I doubted that something was happening in this plane. So I also left the galley and headed straight for the cockpit. As I passed Julia, I noticed she was so shocked and scared that the glass in her hand spilled water all over. As I walked towards the cockpit, my heart beat so loudly that it became the only thing I could hear. I was about to reveal the secret of this aircraft. Evelyn dragged me back to the galley. I was so scared that I burst into tears.
We are landing in 2 hours. Now you must stop crying. Put yourself together and keep this secret from everyone else. No one should know about what happened. How can I do that? The captain. I know this isn't easy, but you have to do it. You have to keep everyone from the chaos.
While Evelyn and I were talking, I saw the curtain move a bit. I quickly wiped my tears and went to check it. It was Julia. Did she hear everything? I was filled with anxiety and fear, as if someone had discovered my dark secret. I immediately followed Julia. I couldn't run. I could only try to go fast.
Ma'am, please return to your seat.
But Julia didn't hear it and just staggered towards the cockpit while everyone, including the crew and passengers on board, looked at her. Perhaps they thought she was mentally ill, so they just looked at her with curious eyes instead of trying to stop her. I tried to walk fast, but I couldn't keep up with Julia. The moment she entered the cockpit, the horrifying scene froze her. The captain was lying on the ground, eyes wide open, seemingly not breathing anymore. Terror embraced Julia in a flash and literally shocked her. Before she could scream, Evelyn stopped her right away. And once again, terror quickly enveloped Julia, leaving the girl in deep shock. Just as she was about to scream, Evelyn knocked her out. As for me, once again, I was bewildered and panicked, not knowing what to do in this situation. I sat on the floor and started to sob. Evelyn was better at controlling her emotions. She pulled Julia aside and then turned to reassure me.
This is an unexpected emergency that needs to be handled professionally. Do you get it?
Before the plane landed, Evelyn finally explained everything to Julia and me, and the cause of the incident was also clarified. It turned out that the captain had intended to commit suicide and was about to take everyone on the plane with him. But the co-pilot figured out his intention and tried to stop it before things got worse. The plane was struggling in the sky for a while, and Evelyn had to help pull the captain's body out of the pilot's seat so that the co-pilot could sit in and steer the plane to a safe landing.